What's going on, everybody? I'm John Opinion Sports, and I've been sitting on this one for a while. There is not many great defensive tackles in this year's draft. There's a few that I really like, and today we're going to talk about maybe the best of the whole bunch. That is Jordan Davis out of Georgia. He is what you would call a double whopper with cheese. This is a hungry man on and off the field, and he swallows up running backs for a living. He is dominant in the run game. One of the most powerful prospects in this year's draft, for sure. Jordan Davis will be drafted to come into an NFL team and just soak up blockers. You have to send two blockers at this guy to control him. He will open up, one-on-ones for all the other defensive linemen around him. He has a lot to work on in his pass rushing sets. But I'll say this, if he can take another leap like he did this year from this previous season, he'll have a very, very bright future. At the moment, though, his arrow is definitely looking up. Davis visibly looked in better shape this season, and that may be the biggest reason for the great play we saw on the field. He's really been showing much better effort. I could see him going in that 12 to 18 area of the draft, or I could see teams be hesitant on him, and he might slide to the front end of the second, back end of the first. Teams may look at his pass rushing abilities and get a little hesitant. He really needs to work on that. He needs to slow himself down a little bit, have a plan. You will see him just try and get a field basically as fast as he can. He needs to calm down a little bit, use better hand placement, his angles, choose a plan of attack. But all that stuff, I see him do these things in the run game. So I know he has the football intelligence to get there. Now, I think some of it is he's just underexperienced. He needs time in the NFL, pure and simple. But at least while he's developing in the NFL, he'll be a damn good run stuffer. I think to start him out, I'd probably make him a 2-down defensive tackle, give him tons of snaps on early downs, and just hope he can get a hang of the pass rushing along the way. I like his versatility on the interior D-line. He'll probably be mostly in that zero tech, basically a nose tackle if you don't know, gap assignments. Right now, I think that best suits him. I think the hope is he can just develop over time, and maybe you can possibly see him develop into a high-level 3 tech. But again, we got to get more out of him with the pass rush to be dominant there. But listen, at worst, you're getting a run-stuffing nose tackle who's going to demand double teams. And that has value for sure. That's why GMs make the big bucks. You got to know the right amount of draft capital to use on his type of value. Now, maybe if your defense is built already and all you need is a nose tackle, maybe you reach a little bit, because a player like him will open up for others. Me personally, I'm starting to look his direction around pick 25 and up if it's a need on my team. It just feels like there's later round options that could fill that same need. Obviously not to his playing level, but good enough. But listen, Jordan Davis is a special player. His frame is perfect for his position. He's long, powerful, he's strong enough to keep offensive linemen out of his body and at a distance, so he keeps his options open for multiple gaps, and that's all you can ask for a defensive tackle. His burst actually isn't bad considering the size. It's not great, just good. But listen, with good enough burst and power, you can cause a lot of chaos on the interior of the D-line. Also has good flexibility, again, not great, good for his size. You see in the pattern here, just good overall speed and agility. Can you develop into a very good Pro Bowl type of nose tackle with just good speed and flexibility? Absolutely. At the moment, he has a nice bull rush to add to his run game. I'd like to see him add some counters off of that. And we saw his leap in play come after he started taking his conditioning a lot more serious, so I'd like to see him stay on top of that. Conditioning is going to be key with him. If he can get stronger and faster, maybe his bull rush can become a weapon on NFL level. At the moment, though, I think he'll be a great anchor in the middle of the defensive line and a high-level run stuffer. Some people may project him to be a good pass rusher down the line. I'm hesitant to say that. Let's see him crawl before he walks. But an awesome player, nonetheless, for what he does, has plenty of value. I wouldn't draft him in the first round, but that's just me. Somebody probably will. Comp-wise, I've seen a ton of John Henderson comparisons. I won't argue with that. Sounds about right to me. So Jordan Davis was fun to watch. He has great foundation in place to build upon. He just needs repetition at the NFL level. Let's see how he develops. If your team drafts him, be patient, but be excited. He is a raw player with tons of raw talent, and as long as he stays in the gym he should progress in the NFL and become a really good player. I don't know if he'll ever be an all-pro player, but really good. If you told me you can get maybe a 3-4 time Pro Bowl type of player that's really good in the back end of the first, front end of the second, I'd take that 10 out of 10 times. But anyways, that's it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Jordan Davis. Do you think he can develop into a good pass rusher? Do you think what he is now is just basically what he is? Anyways, let me know. Like, subscribe. Appreciate the likes. They keep me motivated to keep going, and I'm going to be pumping these out all the way up to the draft, so hit that subscribe button if you're new. I've made the choice to go through all the prospects from this draft also, and kind of go through them 3-4 times throughout next season just to keep a little update to see how they're progressing with their new NFL team. So even in the regular season, I'll have guys talking about them a little bit, see if my projections are right or not. But that's it. Peace.